Top to morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If. I always end up forgetting her name. I don't know how to say her name, so I'm gonna use this.
Perona.
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 Yeah, so I'm using Perona, or like, what if Perona from One Piece was in My Hero Academia? So, in this alternate timeline, Perona is there's a couple of things that I did change about her character. Is that she's always, like, in a good mood. And instead of, like, her backstory of how she got to, like, so I basically made her parents a little bit rich people. So, So she's a rich kid. Similar to Momo, but a little bit higher up. And she's a loving person. She loves whoever she has her sights on. So basically, she can, and her power, like her Delphoot thing, got changed to her quirk. So, but a little bit more dark if you see a thumbnail. Like this one. She can shoot like ghost propellants or like the ghost beams out through her hand. And like kind of like that, but on a whole nother level. But she still has her, like, same, like, powers, but without the downside. Because of the Delphoot makes the user lose the ability of swimming. So, but her quirk, I changed her Delphoot to a quirk, and I took away that, like, lose the ability of swimming. So, she can swim, she can conjure up ghosts, she can, shoot human beams of light. So, So, and for her ship thing, because I see, like, a lot of, like, fan-made posts of her with Zoro or her with Hawkeye. So I decided, you know what? I need to make her fall in love with Zuko. So let's begin. And also, I forgot to mention that Zuko in this What If, I made him, like, he has a quirk and 2 abilities. So, I'm making him a little bit like, overpowered, broken. So, so she was born, at age of 3. Or, like, a time skip to 3. And then she ends up, playing around, and she sees Zuko. And she was, like, she had heart things, like how anime characters always have. Here. If you don't know, believe me, I am going to show you real quick. And that has a love in their eyes. Yeah. So it was, oh wait, that's not right. I meant heart. I can't see. Okay. Sorry if this is taking. So this is what when she looked at Zuko and she was like, dang, that boy is mine thing. Yeah. Because, yeah. And she has like ghostly friends. Because everyone thinks, because they can't be friends with her because she's creepy. But Zuko doesn't see the creepy part inside of her. He sees her as a innocent child that might look creepy. So that's why she's in love with him. So then at age 4, she is so the Quark Doctor tells her, or actually special Quark Doctor tells her that she has a ghost quark. Basically allows her to summon monsters or these phantom ghosts from her hands. She could leave her own body at will, and she could go invisible and all that stuff. So, yeah. So she's happy about it. So now we cut over to Zuko. When Zuko went to the Quark Doctor tells him that he has a quirk, and his quirk is almost similar to hers, but it was he could summon flaming ghosts or ghoul or whatever. It has the similar powers, but he needs he could do that stuff. He's also immune to fire and anything that's hot. So, and So, but the Quark Doctor didn't tell him that Zuko has also the abilities. So, his parents... How long did I take that for? Okay. So, Zuko's parents ends up... doesn't know that they already are rich. Because whoever has a quirk and abilities, or whoever has the abilities, can basically the makes them rich, or whoever has abilities makes them rich. But with a combined quirk and the abilities, is makes them like super rich. Basically, the entire galaxy is now is their play toy thing, kind. So yeah. So time skip to 15. She still hangs out with Zuko because she knows that or she did ask him what is his quirk. Huh. Mine's flaming ghost. Huh. Or flaming ghouls. Huh. Ooh. And she's like, ooh. How does yours work? As she's like curious. Well, what's yours first? Well, I actually do have one. Here, let me demonstrate. Mine's just called Ghost. As she demonstrates her quirk, summoning two ghosts. As they're like, man, ooh. As they went back into her body thing. And when Zuko tried it, the two flaming things. You know, one of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I forget their... Yeah. I need to save that image, but not right now. It's in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's called Flame Ghost. Flame Ghost. I call it Flame Ghoul, or, yeah, Flame Ghost. Here. So this is what he summoned. As everybody's like, man, that's creepy. As everyone agrees. Yeah. As it went back into his body. And plus, he tells him that he's immune to fire and anything that's hotter enough. Ooh, so you could survive a volcano. As Bakugo says that. As they're planning to throw him into an active volcano. But then they're like, no. So, basically... So now 15, they go to UA, and of course, through the most of the school thing, like when they were after age of 4 thing, they were dating. The ghost girl that everyone calls her creepy, except for Zuko. No? And dating a flame ghoul Zuko. That's what his nicknames are. Yeah. So, yeah, time skip. So, I'm skipping not internship, the robot ones and dodgeball, and going right to yeah. So they were dating for a long time. Yeah. Her and him were dating each other's. And both of them really love each other so much. Yeah. It was scary. Alright. So, yeah. I'm skipping all the way to the sports festival. And she summons her ghost to help her, like, climb the... Or, no, to, like, fly over the wall. And Zuko does a... He summons his, and he went underneath the entire stadium. And he came out of the ground as he... Because he summoned two, they helped him run all the way to the finish line first. So, yeah, she got second place. He got first place. Followed by Todoroki. Yeah. So then the Zuko. So then Cavalry Battle. Yeah, Cavalry Battle. It was... So she asks him. So, yeah, basically, she asks him to, like, if it's okay for her to join his team. Yeah. So, then both of them worked together, and, yeah. There was a lot of ghouls. Like, some in the air, some are, like, crawling out of the ground. That made everyone feel uncomfortable. Yeah. So, how long this video was last report? Okay, so now... So, yeah. So, now, basically... Let's say behind the scenes of, like... Let's say Bakugo was the only one... Or no, not Bakugo. Say some random kid. And that was, like, threatening Zuko. No? And, yeah. The ghost girl was, like... As he tries his hardest not to be so, like, upset. But sometimes he really wants to just... Yeah. So she ends up using her ghostly powers and, like, yeah. Basically, it went... one of the ghostly powers went into the guy's... He was a disqualified guy. And he's not on Rinko. No. She's, like, totally different. So she kills some random guy. Because he wants to, like, go to UA, but he ends up in quirkless, and yeah. So he ends up getting killed by it. And she walks up. She knows that as she tells him, don't doubt yourself. He's a jerk. So, yeah. So, she, because they were dating, they can kiss each other's. So he kissed her right on the cheek, and yeah, she loves him when he does that. Yeah, and plus she actually has because I just thought about it, because I know that some ghosts are like cold, like they can't be like regular body heat, so it's almost similar to like, yeah. So yeah. So then he is kind of scary too, but yeah. So then the battle came out, and it was her versus Zuko. And yeah, Zuko was basically too embarrassed, but he doesn't want to show it. But she could tell, as he summons his goons, or his like ghost things, as they all came out of ground. Ready? As she says, ready. And so both of them went into battle. Both sides were equal in power. But something changed when Zuko, he looked at his goons, and the flaming goons that he had were turning into, where is it? Into like them wearing armor. Like their bodies, like their flesh got turned into armor. Yeah, this is what they all look like. He didn't know what was going on there. So the ghost or girl was like, you can upgrade yours, huh? That's, as he doesn't remember ever using, like, as he's itching his head. So then he battles, and he did push her out of a ring, but not like super hard, but just enough to make her foot step out of a ring. So, yeah. So then the ghost or flaming ghost went right back into Zuko's body, and yeah. So now a time skip to All Might versus All for One. Let's say Zuko got kidnapped this time. And yeah. I was gonna choose her as the like one that got kidnapped. Let's see how much time do I have. Okay. Plenty of time. So yeah. So she ends up heard about that, and she goes over and she saw her beloved. Yeah. Because she could go through walls like a ghost. But she's invisible, so no one could hear her or see her. So then yeah. So then that's all happening, All Might was battling against All for One. All Might was down on the floor, and All for One's about to kill him. Like, any last words? As Zuko and her stepped in. And as he says, or as the ghouls were, like, holding the, or actually, they put Sharkason and the League of Villains in handcuffs. And yeah, of course, they are, because she used her ghost to go through people, or through the League of Villains, as Toga, you know that one scene where when the ghost, or when her ghost went through somebody and they're like regretting, like blue stuff, or their face gets all sad, or like, yeah. So, yeah. So now it was her and Zuko versus All for One. As All for One was about to use a beam on All Might, but one of the flaming ghosts, or one of the ghosts, came in, blocked the attack. Yeah. And, yeah. So Zuko says, now, because everyone knows that they're dating, so, yeah. So she ends up, let me at him. Because they try to harm you, and I don't like the people harm my beloved. So then, she ends up using her ghostly powers on All for One, but she got defeated. And she got, sent sideways, or she got punched, and she lands right in Zuko's arms. As he says, I didn't even have a fighting chance against him. Sorry, Zuko. Not your fault. As he just leave a rest to me. As he turns his sights to All for One, as All for One says, "What can you do?" The ghost flaming ghost. Yours is similar to hers. That's why you are a cute couple. So, if I took care of her easily, now I just need to. As a giant-sized fist came out of nowhere, slams All for One right into the face. And when everyone knew who it was, you know how she basically, when she left her body and she became so big because she was a ghost? Well, Zuko can do that, but he can also adjust his body size. So, parts of his body. So he's bigger as the Mountain Lady's transformation. Putting 3 transformations. As he comes in full swing punching All for One as he beats around All for One with enough force, sending him up into space. And yeah, and Zuko punching as he uses his full power. He summons a like flaming ghost that actually can fly. So he says, had enough yet, All for One? Not even a little. Huh. As he had the same thing, but he had his arms crossed when he said that. Well, but he had a different trick. Yeah, so please wait for part 2 to be filmed and wait for the rest. Ready, set, go.